Hello and welcome to this lesson with the IELTS coach. In today's short video lesson, I'm going to answer a few questions that are quite common for students who visit my website and students who I teach one-on-one. So I will answer these questions and give you a few ideas so that you don't have to worry or think about the problems that these questions may cause you. So let's look at a few of the frequently asked questions about the IELTS exam. The first question is, how long will it take me to get 7.5 on the IELTS exam? So this question takes many forms. Some students ask how long it will take to get 6.0 or 7.0. They're all basically the same question, and the answer is the same. The answer is, I don't know how long it will take you. It does not take a set amount of time to get a certain score. If you don't know where you begin, you don't know what your current score is, how can you know how long it will take you to reach a certain score? Even if you do know, if you know that currently you are 6.5, in your last exam you scored 6.5, it is impossible to say how long it will take you to reach 7 or 7.5. It's not about time, it's about study skills, study habits, how much time you spend studying, not how many days, but how many hours a day, and then how many days a week and weeks in a month that you study. And different students learn at different paces. Some students learn quite quickly and improve quickly, usually because they have good study skills. Some students, it takes a bit more time. Perhaps they are busier, perhaps they have other things to do, perhaps they just don't learn so quickly, and that's fine. But it's kind of a silly question, how long will it take you? It depends on a lot of things. Don't focus on that. Focus on what you can do today, what you can do this week and this month to get you to your desired score. And eventually, who knows how much time, but eventually you will reach the score that you need. Focus on what you can do now to reach that score. So let's look at the next question. Which exam is easier, academic or general training? So there are two different forms of the IELTS exam, the academic module or the general training module. For both of those, the listening and the speaking are the same. The reading and writing are different. Which one is easier? It's not a good question. There is no answer to that. They are both the same level of difficulty. They test slightly different things. Obviously, the academic is more for studying in a university where the language is in English. General training is more for everyday and certainly business use. So they test different things. One is not easier than the other. If you get a 6.5 in academic, it's likely you will get a 6.5 in general training. They are not easier and difficult versions. They are simply testing different things, but at the same level of difficulty. Whether you should take the academic or general training depends on what you are going to do with your result. If you are going to study or apply to study in a foreign country, you need the academic. If you are going to apply for immigration or residency in a country, then general training is most likely the test that you will need to take. But you should find that out before you take the IELTS exam. What is the requirement of the organization that you are applying to? One is not easier than the other. The next question. I have been learning English for about 5 years, so what should my IELTS score be? This is kind of similar to the first question in that you cannot get a satisfactory answer for this question. It depends. Some people learn a lot in 5 years, some people don't learn so much. And what they learn may not help them in the IELTS exam. So it depends. If you've been studying for the IELTS exam for 5 years, obviously you should score higher than someone who has just been practicing conversational English for 5 years. So the timing, how long you study, does not really have an effect on your IELTS results. It depends on what you do to prepare for the exam. Also, if you have a general generally good level of English. Your English is quite good, perhaps conversational. That does not mean you will get a good IELTS score. There are some test skills that you will need to work on and practice to score well in certain parts of the IELTS exam. So don't expect a teacher to be able to tell you what your score will be based on how long you've been learning English. They don't know how you have been learning, what skills that you have, and how many hours a day, for example, you have been studying. So it's a question that a teacher cannot answer, okay, unless they see you do a practice test and then give you their opinion based on those test results. My final question for today: I only have 1 month to prepare for the exam. What should I focus on? So this is quite common. Sometimes students only have 1 week or 2 or 3 days to prepare for the exam. What should you focus on? 1 month is not much time. It is enough time to get information about the exam, to know what to expect in the exam, and it's enough time to do some practice activities. You probably won't improve your English very much in that 1 month, but you can improve your test-taking skills. So I would suggest, if you have just 1 month to prepare, focus on the test-taking skills. Your level of English, whatever it is at the moment, will probably remain the same, but your ability to understand the exam, understand what the examiners are looking for in the speaking and writing exams, and being able to work in the time limits, especially for the reading and listening exams. So practice those test-taking skills if you just have a short time, so you don't run out of time on exam day. Many students think, oh, my English is good, I don't need to worry about it, I will do well, and then they do badly because of time limits, because they weren't prepared for the requirements, and they did not do what the examiner was expecting them to do. So if you only have a short time, make sure you have a good understanding of the test-taking skills. If you would like to ask more questions, or you would like more information about the IELTS exam, I do give one-on-one IELTS coaching. Please visit theieltscoach.com, and you can see more information about the exam and how you can have a $1 trial lesson with me using Skype or Google Hangouts. So thank you for watching this short video lesson. I hope that I have helped you by answering a few questions about the exam. If you have any more questions, anything you would like to know, please let me know in the comments on YouTube below this video. Thank you and goodbye.